So, all right, boys, we're the Finns. Deputy, thank you for joining us. We're the Finns, and I'm gonna do my best, but we're just gonna need to steal a lot of shit. That's all there is to it. We need to steal much things all the time. I'm gonna unlock for us mortars. Goat, for the love of Christ, you cannot eat infantry. No infantry eat, please no. We need you to not do that. We will die and it will be sad. We will all have a big sad all the time. We're not Russia this time. You can't just hunger the infantry. I want essentially a game like this where I can take any force from any period with any time restrictions and then just play a campaign of it. So it's like, oh, if, like for instance, side A was a Roman legion from like post-Marian reforms, and side B is like the 6th Panzer Army. It would just kind of balance it out, you know? So it's like the Romans, you get a lot of dudes. Like, you know, instead of calling out a guy with a rifle or 10 dudes with a rifle, you call out like, I don't know, 6 cohorts. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, those guys with bolt-action rifles are badasses, but they can't kill like 200 dudes each running at them.
I think that was the idea behind, what's that, virtual realistic battle simulator or whatever, but it went off the rails.
Yeah, all people did was like, hey, look, you can make 2 billion chickens and make them fight like 8 gunfighters, and then you have like some. I was like, why? It reminded me of that show, Deadliest Warrior. Was it Deadliest Warrior? It was like Deadliest Warrior. Yes. Tonight, the IRA versus the Taliban. And then they would bring in some guys who would like stab ballistics gel torsos, and they would be like, this knife is the best knife, or whatever.
I have no smoke grenades.
We have FT-17s.
No smoke.
We have FT-17s, guys. Are you really going to complain about a lack of smoke grenades?
I'd rather have smoke grenades.
Shut up. Shut up and endure the campaign like a sir. Are these people running at us? Oh, that's friendly fire. Never mind. I'm just gonna drive my tank up here. The swag team of Steel Team 6 just kind of walking with their matching footsies going in. Like, they're not bothered. All right, I want to tell you guys a story. And it goes like this. Once upon a time, I said when I was a kid, I wanted a tank. I wanted a tank real bad. And there were several points in my life where I could have bought one, but I couldn't because, you know, adult things came up or the price went up. But I remember, once upon a time, going on a website and seeing a guy who had an M47 patent tank that was running perfect, live gun, everything, just gorgeous. And it was like $26,000. And I said, if I worked my ass off for 3 jobs, I could afford that. And by the time I had $26,000, a family member had died and some other things had happened, and I had to do some adult stuff, and someone else had bought that tank. And I think, you know, that tank's out there. It's out there. And if I'm good enough, I might get to see it someday. However, in the meantime, there are plenty of games.
Do we have any medics?
No. Why would you want that? Medicine?
What, Hellcat?
No, Hellcat would be sweet. But no, I mean, the thing is, though, is...
It's like a Corvette tank.
It is. But as you get older, you start to realize, okay, tanks are a lot of work. And you need to have property for them. And you basically need to have a second job called taking care of a tank. And you need to have a good paying first job to afford the parts for the second job.
Alright, I have 5 guys left, but they all have like 3 submachine guns and MGs.
So you've consumed...
They got gun.
You've consumed the infantry, but they have become stronger.
Yeah.
Alright. We win. We're the best.
I have 1 guy left. 1 survivor.
Good God, Goat. There won't be enough Finns left. We'll be in trouble.
You're the best.
Or are you saying that we're going to be finished?
Okay, check this out. I'm on the front. I am using the power of my mind to move this bike backwards. I'm using the power of my mind. Oh, it looks so weird. Oh God, they have machine guns and all I have is a bicycle. I feel sorry for them. All right, now Goat.
I've solved my issue.
I'm gonna give you a Maxim gun. Deputy, you also get a Maxim gun. Please use them all.
I'll break it like immediately.
Yeah, don't Don't lose it. Man, these guys are hauling ass. Look at that with these crates.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, look how fast they're
Guys are
going.
pulling it at 10 kph.
Yeah, they're pulling. God, they're just like.
I mean, they tread the path to swole.
Yeah, they do. Imagine if like that was your doctrine.
Swoleful path.
Imagine if that was a doctrine in the military, like the swole doctrine. They're like, all of our infantry will eat like four protein supplements a day, and we lift 4 hours a day or something like that. And you just have these regiment of people whose necks are like 30 inches wide. And so you go up to like fight in the mountains, and your guys just go ahead.
How far forward are we putting the defense before we get into story time?
Not very far forward. Not very far forward at all. In fact, I'd say we should just use the defense as is at Delta and make them come to us, because if we go any further down the road, we'll have to recover all that shit. Man, these guys are pushing this cannon really quick. But imagine if you had a swole regiment of guys that are just super swole. And you know what? We're not gonna be rude. We're not gonna discriminate. We'll have a super swole ladies regiment as well. But the thing is that imagine this regiment, and then you get into like a mountain fight. Like you're going up to fight in the mountains, and they just go up the mountain without any problems. You know what I mean? Like there's no montage of them slowly scaling it. They just go up it like King Kong, and the enemy's like, uh-oh.
They just start climbing.
Yeah,
only their hands like gorillas.
Yeah, just with all their equipment, no hesitation, and the enemy's like, oh no. Oh, I seem to have collided with your tank. Please don't crush my bike, my legs are attached to it. I must away with the Psy-Corps division. Oh god. Alright, the enemy is coming down the road, trying to loosen his load. Got 50 women on his mind.
Alright, so I'll avoid driving over the supply trucks this time.
Yeah, I remember last time you were like...
Supply trucks.
Well, yeah, no, it was hilarious because last time Depp was
Well, it was
like...
the first time.
It was great. It was great because I was like, here's your supplies. And he's like, oh, thank God, where are they? And then he just drove over the crate like Brigador, and it crushed it. Like all the supplies just... I was like, they're broken. You're like, oh, and then you left. All right, the crate guys are almost over there. Your tank is nowhere near the front.
Nope.
Look at it. It's struggling to run over a fence.
I know. I decided to ignore it, actually. It'll
right.
get here when it gets here. It's
Like
doing its
a
best.
wizard.
Rush it.
Yeah, don't rush it. Ugh. All right, they're running on the other side.
Run.
I'm shooting them in the dick. I can see their dicks. I'm shooting the dicks. That is all I can see. Strategic dick shooting.
Very gentlemanly of you, Lex.
Well, I mean, they would do it to
Very
me. And
gentlemanly act.
the other guy who was standing there not dick shooting is dead, so obviously I have proven the validity of this theory. Dick shooting, always good.
Jesus, just fucking die. You're telling me that I can put an entire belt of MG08 ammo at your feet and you're not even concerned enough to duck a little bit? Fuck you.
Who are you fighting? Black Sea Marines?
They appear to be normal Soviet infantry, maybe.
They had a double dose of Kool-Aid, maybe?
Yeah, evidently. Comrade
They have-
Stalin says there's bread at the finish line.
I hate
That was pretty good.
that joke so much. Otacon, it's like they have artillery or something. The ground keeps exploding for no reason.
What? What? The Soviets with artillery? It can't be.
Otacon, they haven't stopped shooting for 3 fucking days.
So, Tex, on the subject of the anti-tank tread bicycle made out of
Yeah, well, you just make a
Would
tank.
it be also wiser to see? What I was thinking is magnesium frame, have like attached like a switch on the bell that like ignites it and like fill it full of some form of accelerant. So you just hit the thing, ring the bell.
Yeah,
once,
that's just
and
what
then
you want as a
just,
bike
like,
that in
power
storage,
slide
if you
under
drop it,
and it's going away.
explodes. That's what you want, is just like, oh yeah, danger bike. Don't fold it.
didn't.
Nitroglycerin wheels are 30% more concussive than rubber.
What if you had a bike that had binary explosives? What if you had a bike that had binary explosives in the frame, so when a tank rolled over it, it was like a chem light. It just cracked and went off. Also, don't fold that bike or drop it. Like, someone gets in a bike accident and like half a block disappears. Someone hits a cyclist. Someone hits a cyclist. And the car is just gone.
You would have highways, then you would have the bike lane, which is like twice as wide and completely like massive.
The bike lane has HESCO barriers. And occasionally there's just gouges missing. No, I'm saying that the Super Mario Brothers movie was okay. I mean, I think Dennis Hopper was out of his mind on drugs, but I mean, that made it better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. There is one Mario, and as much as I fucking love Bob Hoskins, and as much as I fucking love his body of work, the best Mario will forever in my heart be Captain Lou Albano, who a Italian fan informed me was the second most famous Italian captain in history. The first being Scatino, the man who sank the Costa Concordia.
Step Tank, help me, I'm stuck.
What have you done?
Step Tank, what are you doing?
What have you done?
What are you
I'm
doing?
over here playing spin tires. What are you doing?
You got stuck in a trench.
How did you get it stuck in a trench?
I was trying to hold down.
How?
Be good tank man.
How did you? I mean, you're hull down. Congratulations.
I'm in excellent fire position. Just do not require me to move.
Oh no, my artillery is Harry Pottered. It's stuck in a position. Artillery is like the love.
You will get it back when you want it.
Artillery is like the love of a fine woman. It lasts as long as it does. But when she's gone, she's gone. All you can do is think of it fondly from time to time. But damn, that artillery thick.
Gonna kill.
Extremely romantic.
Go a master shot there, and then okay, and then go, and then you know what, Rayford, you were a good boy. Here's your tank,
Oh, yes.
and here's your steel team.
He has been a good boy. He gets a tank.
He gets the best one we have,
And
the
he
one
gets
we
a
stole.
tractor.
And you know what, Tex?
What?
You're paying for it. Oh, yes. So I can completely destroy it without feeling any kind of regrets.
A rental.
I've seen a lot of people drive stolen cars really fucking fast.
It's just cars you don't own.
Well,
They're not
this
your
is a
car.
kind of rental.
Yeah, theft is a rental, deputy. Just accept it. Just accept
Oh
it.
my gosh. Gypsy's words of Argentinian wisdom.
Zoom, 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 zoom. He was just a rookie trooper and he surely shook with fright. He checked all of his equipment and made sure his pack was tight. He had to sit and listen to those awful engines roar. You ain't gonna drop no more. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna drop no more. Is everybody happy? Cried the sergeant looking up. The hero feebly answered yes, and then they stood him up. He jumped into an icy blast, his static line unhooked. He ain't gonna drop no more. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. He counted long, he counted loud, he waited for the shock. He felt the wind, he felt the cold, he felt that awful drop. Silk from his reserve spilled out and wrapped around his legs. He ain't gonna jump no more. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. connectors cracked his dome. Suspension lines were tied in knots around his skinny bones. The canopy became his shroud, he hurtled to the ground. He ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. The days he lived and loved and laughed kept running through his mind. He thought about the girl back home, the one he'd left behind. He thought about the medics and he wondered what they'd find. He ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. The ambulance was on the spot, the jeeps were running wild. Medics jumped and screamed with glee, they rolled their sleeves and smiled. Been a week or more since the last shoot had failed, and he ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. He hit the ground, the sound was splat, the blood went spurting high. His comrades all heard him say, hell of a way to die. He lay there rolling round in the welter of his gore, and he ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. There was blood upon the risers, there were brains upon his chute. Intestines were dangling from his paratrooper suit. He was a mess, they picked him up and poured him from his boots. And he ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. And he ain't gonna jump no